Alright, people, welcome back to the season finale of Bout Flim. Now, if you've actually linked up at the end of the season, first thing you need to do is just go back to our podcast on Anchor, our Apple Podcast, look up Bout Flim, and listen to all our episodes. It's all worth it. We've had a nice journey of different guests. And today, for the season finale, we have actor, superstar, local movie man. Wait, what the IG name? Movie man
Ramon.
Movie man Ramon. So we just want to big up yourself, brother.
Bless up. I know COVID here. Yeah. At Movie Man Ramon, on Instagram, Facebook, and all these things. Movie Man Ramon on YouTube too. The videos are on YouTube, but the page is on IG.
Yeah, man. We'll get into that anyway.
Shameless plug.
Just want enough more plug there. Shame and shameless.
Exactly,
For the finale, I thought it would be good to just bring somebody who is in the film industry doing their thing. We know you have a lot of things coming up soon, a lot of movies coming up and stuff we're going to talk about in the past. And
COVID sort of slowed down.
Yeah, man, we'll get into that. And we're also going to talk about some of our favorite 80s films.
Of course.
But before we get into the actual episode, I just want to do some quick introduction to the team, especially for those listening on the podcast. So we just want to big up my co-host and producer, Jheanelle Levy.
Hey guys, love you, miss you.
I just want to big up my producer extraordinaire over there, the last week's post.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
How Trumanish.
Right? And bigging up our technical director over there, Mr. Jamie.
Yeah.
Yo, I need a catch. You have your hair, guys.
Yeah.
You have your hair.
So Jamie, the girls, them fry by me.
Whoa!
Yes.
There you go.
Fry mommy? Yeah.
Not fry egg?
No.
Fry by me.
Okay.
Anyway, I guess we have to big up our newest member, Mr. Matthew Leo, over there setting up our new and improved visual experience. Right? So,
That sounds so eloquent.
because hey, we are an eloquent podcast.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you? Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Set us off.
All right. So we're going to go into our hot topic. And today our hot topic is Avatar 2. The Avatar with the blue people, not the Avatar Airbender.
Yeah, of course.
Or
of course.
Ferngully.
Not Avatar 0.5.
Right.
As you said last week.
So the upcoming Avatar has been taking a while, and that's because Mr. James Cameron said that he had to wait on some new technology because he's filming it completely underwater. He's actually training the
Is Vibes Cartel doing the soundtrack?
what? Why?
Underwater.
Oh, I get it. I'm so slow.
Gigi, you have to be,
That isn't even new shit.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Yeah.
2019.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
Okay. He's training the actors to hold their breath for a long time, to act underwater. They're wearing some kind of special suits.
like Aquaman,
but better.
but better.
But better.
Okay, all right.
He there's actually
Less colourful.
something that he said that he cringed at watching Aquaman because he knew that's not how bodies would really move underwater. So he wants to make it super authentic.
I kind of picture him sitting there I really didn't want bodies to be like that because in my vision, I figured that like I did with Terminator, the momentic polyalloid.
Yeah.
Liquid metal. It's my
That's not
vision.
going for real.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah,
I just see something wrong with him.
He's Michael Bay with some good movies.
Yeah. But Michael Bay did make The Rock and Bad Boys.
Don't rewatch it though. Don't go back to The Rock. So yeah.
I mean,
Michael Bay only,
I don't know.
Just shout.
I think he only produced Bad Boys. He didn't direct it.
he directed it. But Bad Boys was his first movie.
Oh, Bad Boys 1.
The first one.
Yeah. Bad Boys 1. He didn't direct part 2.
Yes, he did. He didn't direct part 3.
Gotcha.
He only produced part 3.
This Aquaman thing though, you guys watch Entourage?
Yes.
Because
Yes, that's
James
so
Cameron
No,
does that, and
no,
then
we shouldn't do that. Will not be mentioned.
No, because the thing that this is
whole-
all
the
familiar
storyline
because the
in-
underwater thing was the same thing. Because Vinny Chase
Yes.
couldn't manage being underwater so much, and he came to me and said, "Listen,
That's-
this is
even
how
though it was
has
a
to go
fictional-
with the arm,
Even though it was a
brilliant.
fictional.
It's like when
thing,
fiction
yeah.
come to life.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
you're still explaining it.
No, you can take it from there.
How do you feel about that, though, Ramon?
Tina,
Are you excited for Blue People too?
Not really. I was excited for Blue People 1, but I mean, listen.
Smurf Fern Gully.
Exactly. That's what it is. It's a bit like big Smurf from Angola, mixed with Native American. But
And tail sex.
yes, that too. But you see, my thing is with Avatar, I could understand, why it made so much money, the spectacle, and everybody was, anticipating it. And think as James Cameron. So, the James Cameron rarely makes shit movies. Rarely.
Simon has a comment.
I really
continue,
can.
continue.
No, I said no. Really, meaning maybe have 1 and 2. I mean, The Abyss
All right.
was okay.
His
but it was
average, his
decent.
averages are good, and that's a lot to do with
True
he doesn't
Lies
make
was
a lot
okay,
of movies.
but it was exciting. It's a popcorn movie.
All right, okay,
And had honor.
okay,
So
cool.
yeah.
No, I give it that.
Yeah.
So my thing with this, and it's one of those things where I look back. When I first watched Avatar, the first one, I definitely liked it. I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed the 3D experience.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you go back and you're like,
Groundbreaking.
yes, it was groundbreaking. And I think for me, though, is not just the whole Fern Gully snatching thing that Shane hates the most. I think when I rewatched it and I took in the story and what they were trying to do, I think they missed certain marks that the spectacle distracted me from. And I think one of that is just realizing that it's kind of shitting on Africa a little bit. It's kind of making commentaries on things that they're being very pretentious about. And it made me really hate the plot of the movie. And then I look back on the spectacle that I thought was cool with how they did the direction of the 3D. I liked when things became 3D. I liked when things interacted with the third dimension. But the glossiness, I guess, I would ask Adam, last week's guest. I would ask Adam, who visited us this week. We're going to get caught. In any case, yeah, it doesn't. But I'm sure there are certain things that hasn't aged well in terms of the whole look and feel of it. So that made me definitely not want to see this movie that much. And it makes me know that I'm probably not going to pay to go. Maybe Jamar is going to get me to go. I feel like Jamar is going to get me to go.
Maybe we'll pay for you to go. I don't.
No, he only sits back seat. What? You forgot the governor?
What?
Yeah, that was from like episode 2. From like episode 2, he was just like, yeah, anytime I go, it's only back seat. And I'm just like,
Okay.
so I don't know. I guess.
I mean, the only upside to having like box seats is that for sure, even if you're late, like it's still there. It's still there. yeah, it's still there. You can't like,
rock back quarter. No.
but you can.
Yeah, little more room.
Yeah,
And the little more room count for something.
And the velvet room make you feel like smutty.
Smutty, yeah.
Somebody.
Feel like Bolt.
You said so?
Feel like Bolt, man, minus the corona.
Yeah, so what I will say is, it's one of those spectacles where I know that they're looking for that mass audience type of vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to see it in theater, so I don't know how much motivation I have to actually watch it. But what
I would be motivated to watch it.
What I do find interesting is the idea that it's going to be underwater and all of those things that they say is going to hinder people or slow it down. You know what? Now that I think of it, I'm more excited to see the behind the scenes of Avatar 2.
Yeah.
Then I am to see the actual movie.
I want to see that.
I think at the very least, it's going to be a visual spectacle. I know that. At the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. We heard there are going to be like
that's
7
a
of them.
given.
Cannot make that many. The second one gets
Oh, he definitely can. I don't know if he will, but he definitely can.
enough to. But
Let's just hope it don't turn into another water world.
I really like Waterworld. I'm gonna say this right.
Hear what though? Hear what? Yeah, you have
That's
to
an
work.
unpopular opinion. Like,
But then at the same time, I know why people hated Waterworld in a way. It promised a certain thing. And I think that is what, when him say hope it's not another Waterworld, you hope that this promise doesn't fail as big as we know it's about to fail. Anyway, we're going to move on to our trailer.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Yeah, we can talk about what we're watching.
Oh, alright.
Have you seen this trailer already?
I was actually in this. I was an extra.
Oh, you were extra?
Yeah.
Mud!
Sorry, I didn't mention that,
fuck
but...
the trailer!
I didn't mention that, but I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
see this part, but... when he came to Jamaica.
How was that experience? We can just chit-chat.
I mean...
Or after.
Yeah, we'll do it after the trailer.
Who's the actual Bond girl? There's so much girl.
The blonde hair girl.
You sure?
Her, yeah, her.
But she was the last Bond girl.
Yeah, but they just made her in this one, a recycle. You know?
But there's a next girl that shows up.
Yeah, the dark girl, but she's
No,
supposed to
there's
be
a next girl.
Oh, yeah, that girl.
The cute one. There are three.
Oh, this one.
He definitely
Yes!
said cute one.
This Spanish chick.
This
Spanish
Spanish
chick. Ben Affleck's girlfriend. I just don't know her name. No, I didn't meet her. She didn't come down here. I met Daniel Craig and the dark girl. Who has from Jamaican parentage or something. I don't know.
Oh, her character
Yeah.
doesn't show up in Jamaica. That's what you're saying.
No,
She does no scenes in Jamaica.
Yeah, the Spanish girl, she's not in Jamaica. It was just Bun and the dark girl that was down here for that.
To make the world a better place, I just want to be a little tidier.
Okay. Tidy up with Ross, yes?
Where the hell are you?
Kick him in the blood stick. I mean, shit.
Hard to tell the good from bad, villains from heroes these days.
Yeah, I was in that scene.
You're in that scene?
When them was
Man.
at the bar talking to him.
I look for you.
They did that in Portland.
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to say.
Yeah, that scene.
I just given on the Carib experience.
Okay, so you guys.
No, it's live. What?
That's like the industry talk, and we'll do it in post.
All right,
But-
so seeing as how you are one of the stars of the new Bond film,
No, I am not. I am an
Hold it.
extra.
you are one star better than I
I'm just
am.
an anonymous head walking up and down in the background. You know.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got paid?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hold on. Well, he doesn't know.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
That's
But,
the life of
um,
an extra. You know. You get your pay,
yeah.
you sign all your things, you can't talk about it. You sit down for
Yeah.
the whole movie and you're like,
Is it?
I mean, them have to put
Yes,
your name in the
some-
credits, don't they?
Some eyelash there.
So it was.
Huh?
Yeah, Portland.
Yeah, man, it's in Portland.
Okay.
It's
You didn't know that?
set up like a this what do I call it now? That is like this hotel that like nobody not really there anymore. But them fix it up, and they had like round the back part they had this like trailer, this huge trailer pit. They have put like AC units and them.
Okay.
That scene that you see, you know, with the lights when you see him talking to him around the bar, that was actually inside that trailer that we were shooting all of that.
They
So
made
it-
the trailer into a bar?
Like it was big enough to like that. It had a dance floor. It had like a lounge section. It had
So
a
why them,
bar.
them left it here or them gone back with it?
That's basically they just went in there. They painted.
Brother, fiction lockdown, you know?
All that, and they just, you know, this is like that Portland, that hotel in Portland, that abandoned hotel was like the best place for it. But actually, it really was because it has like when it has like the beach section, like just picture like Blue Lagoon. It's
Yeah,
type looking shit.
heaven. I'm there.
And we had to go down some steps. And we're there walking.
You
down,
doing marketing for them?
and then trying to tell someone here. And then trying to tell, and I was like, "Wow, who's this? Who's that?" Wow. I felt like, you know, I felt like it was, I felt like, you know, seeing fucking Zoolander and Owen Wilson was like, you know, being like constantly, like, oh my God, there. Like, wow, who's this? Who's that?
So question.
You know, it's like, you
So
know,
question.
yeah.
How excited does that trailer make you for the new Bond film? because
very excitable.
very excitable.
Very excitable. I mean,
Excitability is good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I will say this. Bond films are really good at trailers.
Yeah, yes,
They
are.
make amazing trailers because Spectre trailer, mad. Spectre movie,
Not so mad. not very mad at all, really. But
yo. So like, since Skyfall was the first one. Cause my dad and I were big Bond fans. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm still a Bond fan.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know.
We are. And one thing that Stop.
Yeah, it was the first Daniel Craig Bond entry.
Stop. I will repeat what I said. My father and I are very big Bond fans. And the first one, Skyfall, is the first one we went to the theater. I never reached it yet.
Oh, right. Exactly.
Yeah. Let me talk.
Yeah.
So it's the first one that he and I went to the theater and we dressed up in like 3-piece suit and thing. Like we got all Bond.
Oh, like bow tie.
Bow tie, yeah.
Yeah, man, proper
Because
proper
for the
thing.
Skyfall one, we actually went to like the premiere, and the premiere was a bow tie affair. And since then,
That's like in
whether
20
we've
in
gotten to
2012.
a few more of the premieres, but one of them was just opening night, and we just did it alone in our 3-piece suit to take picture, cause don't give a fuck.
Because it's Bond.
Yeah, it's Bond. It's
Bond.
James Bond.
It's Bond.
And that was our experience. But then when we went to Spectre, man, that movie did long and full of chatting. That tie did get well tight. And we're just like, so they make a great trailer.
Because you see, the thing is with Spectre. Well, my thing is this with Bond films, we're making like not sequels, but like 'cause James Bond films is not really like sequels, it's just different adventures. But like when you're making Bond films, I find like you have to have at least a 4-5 year gap between you get like the next Bond, because like when you release a Bond movie like 2 years after the other one, they usually tend to suck. Like I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like you have Casino Royale was in 2006. Then you have like Quantum of Solace in 2008. And then in my mind, I was like, shit, that's too soon for a next Bond movie. And it was a sequel to that. And that's where they went wrong. And then after that, 2008, we never got any till 2012. Skyfall, which was fucking excellent. Skyfall was excellent.
I love Skyfall. I love Casino Royale.
Out of all the Daniel Craig entries, Casino Royale, Skyfall, and probably I'm waiting to see what this one, right? But not because I need, but like no. I want to see if it's the last one. Let me see if it just go out with a bang type of thing. Like like proper. This is like a fitting end to like Daniel Craig Bond thing. You know what I mean? Instead of this anticlimactic shit, you'll be like, the build up and thing. You don't want another Spectre.
I mean, the one thing I must say I appreciate about that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I spot the original Jaguar from Goldfinger.
Well, they did say they were going back to some old school videos.
Yeah.
So that's actually my favorite James Bond car. All I'm James Bond movie, that Goldfinger Jaguar with the ejecting seat and the flip over lights with the machine guns and them sort of thing.
Skyfall did it old school too when they went for the Aston Martin, the original Aston Martin. You know?
And what
So I appreciate that.
So I'm looking forward to that. I hope the movie actually has some structural storytelling.
Yes.
Because I think sometimes these recalls, these old school recalls, tend to try to cover what is a bad movie.
Yeah.
You see me? And I feel like Quantum of Solace was a decent concept, but poorly executed.
Very poorly.
Spectre was a bad movie. Casino Royale and Skyfall were good.
Exactly. They were really those two so far.
So looking forward to this. And then remember there was that whole thing where he didn't want to do this movie. But he said this would be his last one. And apparently it got held back until he saw the script and was satisfied with the script. So I hope that means that this is a good movie.
I mean, I can just picture like Daniel Craig sitting there like, I agreed, I didn't want to do it, but...
Show him do
it.
Movie star, pick up by your show.
It's not like, I'm going to cut him.
Wait, but you need to be close to the mic.
Like how British. So like you know, so, is this thing on? So like, you know, he does like... So, he sits down...
Bout Flim!
When he's there, like on set, and like you're talking to him, like him there, you know, when I'm not roll camera, like him, you see him getting him him thing like, sometimes, when you want to run up to him and like say, Daniel! You know what I mean? You just want it to the side, leave him, be a professional and shit. And then, but you see, like, you wait till him, like, walk, like, near you, and, like, when him say, all right, cut, and, like, the 100th fucking take, and, like, you're there, and, like, him say, all right, Ramon, you guys hold position, like, he's just right in front of me, and him look across, like, hi, how you doing? You're right. Like, you're right. And, like, him say, like, yes, and, like, fuck, yes, him touch me. But, it's like, all right, all right, I don't want to wash this hand, but I have to. So, and then, you just you picture him getting the script, and, like, he'd be like, do we not know that this is a new Bond? Like, I really feel to do it because this is a shit movie.
He look a little bit pretentious still. I'm not going to lie.
No, actually, he's not, because when he's there, I still cut him a 10. When he's there, he's sitting down and he's there like, so I'm in Jamaica. This place is so great. And then when everybody say that's a rap, and everybody's like, oh yes, finally, shit. And then everybody, and before them, the loud applause and blowing the whistle, I can't do it. But anyway, and then he's just there like, fuck, I hate everybody can do it. So like, he's just there, fucking hate it. Fucking him. So
yeah,
when he's there talking, I like to thank everyone. I just like to personally say, it's been a great time in Jamaica. I've had a rap. You guys are fucking beautiful. And I was like, Bond, everybody's like, Bond, like, shut up, please. And he's just there laughing like, they're amazing, aren't they? Give yourselves a round of applause. But and he's really short. I didn't know he was like, he's really short. They make him look tall, and he's like, no, you're not Sean Connery. You're not Sean Connery. But he's like 5'6".
There's a lot of actors that I know that are short.
I'm exaggerating. He's actually 5'8". But I'm just saying.
Before we turn this into a Daniel Craig episode,
no, it's not. It's actually not.
I forgot how good you were at impersonation.
It's actually not.
So we're going to go into our something local, and this week you're our something local. You are a big movie star.
No, Gigi. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
You are to us. So we want
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We want you to talk about your upcoming. Well, you just spoke about your upcoming movie.
That's not my upcoming movie, Gigi. Right?
Starring.
Right?
Movie man. Ramon.
Listen, I was. Listen.
When the man film come out and the seat scroll and
listen.
Don't say Ramon.
Listen.
Ramon.
The foreign people them call me Ramon, but to me, I don't have no problem with that. They say, they say, what is it, Ramon? No, stick to Ramon.
But we want to talk about Traytown, and anything else you have coming up.
Well, we'll bring up some other stuff. Yeah.
Well,
but Traytown, firstly, just shout out who directed, wrote, just all the little small details.
Yeah, so first of all, regards to Traytown, I'd like to big up Nadine Rollins and Garrett Cobran,
The truth.
Big up
Funny
yourself,
story.
right?
The only music video I've ever done when I used to rap. Nobody ask me about that right now.
Yeah.
Gareth Coban directed and shot it.
Yeah, man. Garrett always banging out quality work from day one. You know what I mean? I'm a people. You know what I mean? Big up Nadine Rollins. Love. Big up to
Rollins. She wrote it or directed?
No, Latea Williams. She actually wrote it.
Okay.
Latea Williams. Big up yourself, Latea. It's like what an awesome script. It was. It's different from anything that I ever read before.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Because I like different type of script. I do like to, some generic shit.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so, and apart from that, big up my co-stars too. Paul Issa, Jovi Rockwell, Gabriel Murdoch, and all the other people, just, blame my head, not my heart. Behind the scenes who brought everything together, make it gel. Make it work. It was a wonderful shoot, and I had fun doing that shit.
So what is it about?
All right. Well,
without spoiling.
Oh my God, how we do that? All right. So it's basically politics.
Mad.
Yeah.
So it's just a big foolishness.
Man. We're about politics, but it's like also apart from being it's about politics, it's about really about this the central figure is about her private life.
Jovi?
Yes, that'll be her.
And Jovi plays your wife.
Yes, she's my wife.
Mm-hmm.
My wife.
He's like, I wish.
No, Joey, I'm people them that man. She's cool, man. Not much love goes out to Jovi.
I'd marry you though, Jovi. So just
Jovi, have a fan here.
A big fan from your singing days.
Yeah, man. So. Yeah.
I don't know. I think she still sings because in the trailer it sounds like it's her song in the background.
It is. She did like a really, really lovely track for this movie. It's like it have that real.
Before we get into that,
it have that vibe.
break down the short film.
Short film. Break it down. All right. Let me digest it. Well, you said no spoilers, right?
No spoil. Okay, so it's about politics and it's about the personal life. So does it really tap into how Jamaican politics can affect somebody?
No, it really doesn't. It's just it really focused on this one central character.
Okay. All right.
Right, and it's everything around her.
Okay.
You know, and having to do with the town itself and the election. You know what I mean, and people in the
which
town.
is a fresh topic coming off of the current elections.
Yeah. But funny enough, it was before the elections actually. Because we shot it in February.
No, I figure what I'm saying is we're fresh off of the election, so a film like that, I think people can resonate onto it, especially an election that came in the middle of a pandemic. So you find that people are very tuned in. Everybody has their phones. I feel like this is the most social media has really been zoned in on the elections.
Yeah, of course.
And what I like about that, it feels somewhat fresh as a topic. You know what I mean? It's not the usual type of film.
Yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah.
And I know it's part of the Jafta block. We had Alex Gregory previously from Out of Many, and I know Traytown and Out of Many were part of the Jafta block. How do you feel knowing that this film is a part of film festivals and things like that?
It feels good because everybody want to get recognized for them work. Yeah. And it's nice to see you post up your movie and your name and your face up there and thing. But I think the real payoff, real reward rather, is when you're sitting there in a room with a bunch of strangers around you and that these people are critiquing your work.
Table
your
reads
art,
and critiques and things like that.
Your art. You put yourself up there, you put yourself out there, and you said you're doing a movie, and you think that you gave it, you did the best you could do, and then it turns out to be shit. And,
come up quickly.
So you got all that.
Yeah, man. Everything you catch.
So with that, you always there's some bit of nervousness, I should say, but not to the point where it's nerve-wracking.
Gotcha.
Because I'm usually relaxed when I go into stuff.
It's probably mixed with a little bit of anxiety as well.
No, funny enough, I don't feel anxiety, when I'm doing that stuff, I don't.
So you're a little bit nervous, but you're not anxious?
It's no, it's not anxiety. That's not what I'm feeling. It's more of you see, because deep down I know whatever I'm a part of, whatever project I'm a part of, it's a good project. You bear your soul.
That's nice. And it's the film festival is kind of a payoff for that as well. I would say.
Because when you see, you never know what agent or what studio exec or somebody can be out there and see and say, you know what, I saw you in whatever. Exactly. I saw you in, who knows? I saw you in thing there.
I see you in Traytown. I saw you
would you I have
Losing Patience, No Time to Die.
Yeah. No, you didn't see me. You saw my hat. You see me?
Hey!
So you said, all right, maybe I have a script here, you would have read it. And you just never know because it can lead to, it can open the doors for you. You know what I mean?
When Alex Gregory was here, she mentioned, and Nadine Rawlins' name was brought up. She spoke to her about that. Yeah. And to know that she's one of the co-directors is really interesting. It shows the connectivity. And the quote was, where's your reel? So as an actor or actress, the best thing out there is to get a reel, and we see that you're working hard on that. What I actually want to use that as a segue now is to talk about the fact is, why are you such a fossil in all of your films? Why are you just a bumble hole all the time? I watch Losing Patience and I'm just and it's for the record. You execute it well. It's one of the things we have a thing here that we love to talk about, which is called bully beef acting. Right? I don't know if you...
Oh, hey, listen to me.
So it's like a bully beef commercial.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Show it. Right? Use your good acting to show the bully beef acting.
This is better. I'll do one better. I'll give you a tasty cheese acting.
Oh, my God! Just for the record, for the record, Tasty Cheese is not paying us for this episode.
Exactly. I eat Tasty Cheese.
But no, run it. Just run it.
Jordan, you don't know what you're going to do. I know what I did. Why the fucking eyes? I'm like, why are your eyes like that? Like, I know what it. Like, what? You know, like, but you know what it is? Not to shit on the Jamaican way.
But I will.
But we will.
No, you don't have to.
Not to completely shit on it.
I will.
Right? I'm not like, discrediting anything that, these actors, and these stage actors and all these.
No, a lot of them are directed to do these things.
This is just a part of a culture, right? So I understand why it's just how they were trained. That's how they were directed, as you say. That's how, I just feel them thing. Me personally, I wouldn't do theater. A lot of people ask me if I would do it, but I wouldn't do it.
So,
why? Because no, I can do it, but I just say, to me, I feel like it's almost like it's sort of corny, it's sort of cheesy to me. Like
we don't talk like that is my problem.
Yes, that too. But like it's sort of it's taken away from my talent. You know what I mean?
Well,
as a I know I'm telling you straight. It's taken away. I feel within myself I can't properly execute that type of role.
Bad acting is a talent too, you know.
I can mimic them. I can mock them. Yeah. But I can't really seriously act like that.
So So with that said, now as I said. I watched Losing Patience and I really liked how it was executed just the bad date.
Alright, you see, to answer your question earlier, why am I such a bumble? you know, Simon.
Yo, I hope you don't tell me no personal story.
Jheanelle knows me. Jheanelle knows me. From ever since, and I can tell you though, like you see.
Oh, you've been a bumble in real life?
No. Yeah. To be acting to any role that you play. You inhabit whatever character, it has to be a piece of you. Alright, otherwise you're just pretending to be somebody.
You sound like a whole heap of you.
Yes, I'm an Aquarian. I have several personalities in me, right?
Alright.
Not like Doom Patrol girl personalities, but I'm just saying that like many people will get that reference. But I got
it.
We got it. Yeah, I know how you get it.
Doom Patrol, watch it.
But some people out there won't get it. But like
I don't get it.
It's just that
I'll get it soon.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry, grasshopper. So you have certain facets to my personality. See, it's facets.
Facets.
Thank you. That's exactly. What he said. So that sounds very very kittish. But I'm just saying though. Mr. Catty. I don't know. So it's like
Mr. Have Catty.
Mr. Have Catty. All right, we work with that. Yeah. So if you see, all right, the biggest thing to me, the biggest compliment anybody paid me after that Losing Patience thing was wrapped, and it came on. It actually came on TVJ.
Yeah.
And it aired like Friday and Saturday, 2 nights in a row it aired. Cause it was like that's like a pilot, like a season. Them said, the shot a web series. So it was like they did like say if it have like 4 episodes, they did like 2 Friday night and then 2 Saturday. I was like on Saturday. So, a lot of people came up to me after that and some random people, you never offered the girl saying and like
it wasn't a live show.
All right, cool. And then, and I was like, but at the same time, I feel this warm, fuzzy feeling. Kind of be like, oh shit, I did a good job.
There are certain little moments, like for example, when you the whole finger snap thing. I remember watching the first time.
That was improvised though, like
which is so great. You bumblehole you.
Yeah, because they told me like, I want you to do something when you're talking to her. So, all right, cool. All right.
And you're like, yeah, gal for stop chat.
Yeah, it's more like this.
Chat Bout Flim does not condone.
Yeah, so I'm not a chauvinist. But seriously though, like I figure that okay, that has to be that it's a part of me. A part you have to be. You have to put a part here in each. Yeah,
and it's a little bit of internal method acting, and I respect that.
You have to put.
Are you a bumblehole in Traytown?
In Traytown? I can't say that. It's
no, is a spoiler?
Spoiler.
All right.
Spoiler.
All right. And you know what? Here what? We'll leave it there.
After September 12th, then if you call me back, then I'll say, then I talk about it. Yeah.
So today.
Yeah. I play an interesting character.
We're gonna get caught.
And I play an interesting character, you know what I mean? A lot of them are interesting characters, but I'm one of those interesting characters in the film, you know?
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned something about people coming up to you and say, you never have to do the girls.
Yeah.
You ever, like...
Were you the person?
You ever stayed in character?
Like,
just look at him and like...
It's funny enough that you say that because I was thinking, like totally fuck with somebody, you know, because several people did that. And, like, it's just the only reason why I didn't, like, just go off into, like, full Kevin mode on them. It's like, I didn't have the time. and then like you know, and
it was like not today,
because I was like rushing. I was there like say, hey, what going on? Oh yeah man, give thanks. And they like, boy, you was like, yeah, you know. And but you know, if I had time, then probably at that point I probably would have been like, yo, so and I mean. Hold on.
What's interesting about that?
Later, I can't.
He's doing it now.
Yes, I can't now. So you know,
so what's interesting about that too? And we're going to switch to the next part of the show too. But the idea of you are your character. I know there was this one camp that came down and Jaleel White, Urkel.
Oh,
Jaleel White. He came down as part of it, and one of the things that they said to us was, "Don't call him Urkel." And I'm not going to lie. I mean, he never have on the glasses or nothing. But as I see him, I was just like...
It's pretty hard to shake.
Oh! I really wanted to be like, did I do that?
It's pretty hard to shake that though, you know? Like,
so...
Were you allowed to call him Urkel?
Urkel, yeah, it's a good question.
Stefan Urkel. Nah.
For the record, Family Matters was like... I almost said Family Guy. Family Matters was like the most dopest fucking sitcom, like... with like black people, like
yeah. I don't know how well it aged, but it definitely was fun.
No. You know why I said that? Like when he then went into the Stefan Urkel, like Nutty Professor type of personality thing.
No,
like,
for that time, it definitely was really of the time. It really was of the time, Shane. And it's something where I look back and
No, I mean, why I think it did so well? Why I think why I think it was on so long?
Give me a shot.
Yeah.
And we're not taking
No. It was maybe, but I'm so sorry. It was cringe-worthy acting. For me, in my age, watching that,
sure.
It was cringe-worthy.
When you look at it,
no, even then, then it was bad.
But you see, the character was meant to be annoying.
All of them know, like Carl Winslow too, because he was more annoying than Urkel.
However,
Steve, you know, I just picture him eating donuts and getting shot at, and Bruce Willis shouting.
Jaja.
You know, like, that's all I could say. You know, that's all I could say. Like, you know.
On that note,
you know,
we're just gonna hand this over to Gigi right away.
That's all I could say.
You are correct.
Yeah, that's really all I could say.
Like, sign off on all the things.
Oh, no, we're not.
That's how I got through it. I pictured him being that character from Die Hard.
Okay, well, I know you just touched on it a little bit, but now we want more of an intro into you, Ramon Walker. How you got started in acting, and your journey till being one of the stars in No Time to Die.
All right. Okay.
He's like, I got ready.
Like, Jesus, I mean, why did Gigi like James Lipton me? Like, fucking, you know, like, why? How did you feel when you were?
But tell me the journey, man. What want to know?
Tell us like how you got started.
Whoa. Let me see. Let me think back.
Oh, jeez.
Did you do any acting classes?
You know, I didn't. I didn't do any acting. I didn't have any formal training. I didn't do any of that stuff, really. You know, I guess you do what you say, like, you know, a natural talent, you know, because I always wanted to do it from I was like knee high, you know. I mean, I watched a shitload of movies when I was like, you know what I mean, in the 80s, you know, growing up. And just you're looking on the TV, yeah, you know, it's make believe and all that. But, you know, you're saying, you know, it'd be really cool to do that. Like, that's what I want to do. But, you know, you live in Jamaica.
Yeah. So any agencies heard of you? Or
So,
had a reel, or how did you?
the thing is, funny enough, up to this day, I don't really have a legit reel I have this like I have like snippets of stuff that I do, like I usually save, and so when I send it out to people and them audition and them ask for like stuff that I did. So, but I really need though to do a proper reel. But in regards to the journey, I can say I started from I was young, I wanted to do that, and then there was no real clear avenue out here to really go into film, because really and truly, as you know, we don't really have a proper regulated or film industry in Jamaica. It's not like we don't have a Hollywood out here. We have a Jollywood. Big up Kanai Condison. Big up yourself, Jollywood. I did that film for him too. The Candidate.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
That's only showing at Jollywood.
Yes, only at Jollywood. Only
So
at Jollywood. Yeah.
what I will say with regards to the film industry, which is something that Chat Bout Flim is trying to look into. I like the fact that Jollywood is doing what they're doing too.
Yes,
and I think
of course.
What I would love for the industry, which I think they're making a step towards, is to keep creating and promoting things for creators.
Yeah.
I definitely want to big up Jafta too, because Jafta has interacted with
man, big up Jafta.
Yeah, they've interacted with Chat Bout Flim a lot.
Big up Jafta.
And they're always doing something. And I think what we need is just more production houses out there to do.
And money! We need money!
Yeah.
We need capital.
Tell us how you really feel. But yeah.
Yeah.
But here why
Tell
I'm
how you feel, son.
here why I'm tapping into that, right? When I look into a lot of things. So for example, M. Night Shyamalan, in one of his DVDs, I think for Unbreakable, he has a clip of the first thing he made, which was like a camcorder type of film. Right? And what they did was whoever he sent that to, he also sent the script. You know what I mean? So it's about finding different creative ways to send things out there, because believe it or not, Jamaica is one of those creative hotspots where people like our content. People want to see things that are Jamaican.
Yeah, but it's like we don't know. It's like it's a shame, but sometimes like it's sad we don't even know for market ourselves.
And that is why I'm suggesting
that's why people always come in
things.
and take a shit. And then
and that's why Chat Bout Flim is going to be a marketing tool for people, to get your name out there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because listen.
Past 2 subscribers.
But because I
200.
Because I like shows and stuff like podcasts and things like this. Even though as Jheanelle probably, I don't know if she told you this, but like I and along with like 2 other friends of mine, like we did like the real first podcast ever here.
Mad.
She will tell you.
Mad. Yeah, man.
Remember what name? Flipside. Yeah.
Mad.
We did that, and it's just when we saw that and we saw the potential of like what it was like, we said shit, we wanted something, and then of course as you just other people just started doing it after that. So
nice.
In ways like you can say like we started that trend of like podcasts and like you say in Jamaica,
the OGs.
why people should be getting paid for stuff like this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People should be getting paid. You should have like a regulated industry, like paid people for like shows on like movie reviews, trailer reviews, stuff like that. You should have people. You should everybody should be getting paid for that.
Yeah, when you're getting into new media and new industries, people with money have to say like prove it. You have to prove
invest.
it. And I mean, like case in point, our podcast or even other shows or YouTube shows or anything that or like that. For anybody who's money going to want to look on that, you really have to do a lot of the groundwork yourself.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of the sweat equity to build your product and your thing. So
definitely.
For us, we know we need to get to 1 million subscribers for anybody to really take any note of it to say, okay, this is a worthwhile investment. And what we have is a lot of content producers and not content promoters. You know what I mean? So that is also the avenue that we need to look towards. It's like how to get the content out there to get the views, which is the currency. Because at the end of the day, the eyes is the currency. That's what is going to add value to your piece of content.
Exactly.
So, in questioning those kind of things, it would be good to see, like, who is out there who is going to concentrate on that part of it. So we have the producers, we have the makers, now we need the promoters.
And funny enough, you're going to have, I feel you're going to have like people coming forward. You're going to have people like that come in with the, the capital and thing and say, yo, you know what, we see a thing, we like it, You're going to have that. It's only a matter of time.
So we will close off that little section. First of all, thank you for telling us your journey. Thank you for making us know that you're this new James Bond superstar.
God, this
is going to be a running joke. This is going to be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know.
Every episode after this, we're ready to say, listen, we have somebody from the James Bond movie.
End of interview.
See that? But with that said, I know the love of film started from a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that is why today's
pretty
topic
much
is going to be favorite 80s films. So let's start off with one of yours. Let's start off with your first one. You have the list there?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which one is that? Give her a
We are top class producers on our show here. All right. So 80s films for us is like, you know, the crux of not good movies, but blockbusters. It's the start of certain type of
popcorn movies.
Lifestyle. Not necessarily all popcorn movie, but I think there's a certain lifestyle of film that came with the 80s, you know?
Yeah, man, definitely.
And I think it came with extended media and cassettes and Best Buy and, you know, being able to see a lot more of the films that you wouldn't get to see in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
You know, when I hear my father talk about going to the movies in the 60s and 70s, it's about that one movie for the month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When 80s, you know, prices drop, films are produced even more. So I think this is a really fun topic. I already plan to swing the mic to Shane a whole heap of times, but resident old guy. Shane hates us. He's going to kill us all. But we will start with your first film, which is, Gigi?
Terminator.
The first Terminator. Tell us, why is that one of your favorite 80s films?
Because
is it that good?
It's Arnold.
It's Arnold. He's like, I'm going to do a rendition of the whole movie.
You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, listen, how can you, in the 80s, how can you not have, how can your collection not be without at least 10 fucking Arnold movies? You know, like, he made a movie like every year. Like, every month, you know what I mean? Like every month, you know what I mean? Like, because you see, what I think it is about Arnold, because he has that personality, is the larger than life persona, you know, the muscle man, like
that's what people want it to be.
You know, the unstoppable good guy that like and bad guy sometimes, you know, but he brings a certain gravitas when he's on screen. You know what I mean?
Walking into bars naked.
He has a presence, you know what I mean? And a lot of actors, like, you have some actors that just have that presence about them, you know what I mean? And them, whatever role that they play, some certain actors you have to just find a particular role that they can play excellently.
And he just plays himself.
Excellently. No such word, but alright, yeah. And he just happens to just play all of those characters, you know, beautifully. Like, you know, because that's just Arnold.
So what I love about Terminator, and it's interesting, is that...
The story.
No, not even the story, you know. The story, I enjoy the story of Terminator. But what Terminator does really well, and Terminator 2, is suspense.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that's underrated when it comes to some of Arnold's films. Not just Terminator, like if we throw out Predator, if we throw out Commando, Terminator 2, is the fact that a lot of his best work comes when he's not speaking, first of all. Arnold, you know? But it comes from the fact that he puts you in a position where he looks larger than life. So in your mind, you think, who is killing this guy? But then he's now in a situation where so in Terminator 1, as the villain, he causes that suspense because who is killing this guy?
No one.
Not only are you killing the human form of whatever that is, you're not killing that thing with exoskeleton of metal. So the continuous suspense that he brings, and it comes with straight face, it comes with that killer look, it comes with that deadpan look, it comes with how he walks, how he steps. He does that in Commander, he does that in Predator. And I think it's something that, like, even a man like Vin Diesel makes money off of things like that now. I'm not the biggest Vin Diesel fan itself, but I see why the younger generation will love.
Yeah, because I mean, thank God for Fast and Furious.
Right. And
you know,
The Rock is one of those type of ideas, but he's more campy. You know, but
Rock, you see, the thing is, Rock have charisma.
Cool.
And Rock
and that is why I said
can carry a movie. You know what I mean?
Rock and Arnold are pretty.
Yeah, them can carry a movie.
Right.
But Rock have more acting ability more than
True.
Arnold.
And I guess what I'm going at to is the non-acting and the gestures and how that builds the suspense. That is what I loved about Terminator. I love the fact that Terminator was just, all right, it's a movie, somebody going to survive, but people died. Terminator wasn't afraid to friggin' kill people.
Yeah, because like you know.
Yeah, because the guy died. What's his name?
Kyle Reese.
Kyle Reese. He dies. You know what I mean? And it's really interesting. And T2 kills Arnold.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying about the suspense, because it was the same thing for me. To like each scene when like Arnold is not there, you still have your engrossed.
When is this mother effer going to kick down that door?
Even when he's not around, you're still glued. Because you still want to know what, because you just like those scenes between Reese and Sarah Connor, and then like he's just there with her and like there was a war. Machines, and he's just there,
The mic catch him.
It's John. He taught us how to kill those metal motherfuckers, and he's just there, and just there, like and having flashbacks, like, and like Reese, and he's just fucking Michael Bean's like freaking out every scene, and then when I'm ready, him just crank him shotgun, him pump it, and him just there loading off into Arnold, because have to keep her alive.
Fire!
Why? Yes. Sorry.
What?
He's.
We do not condone unloading into Arnold.
He's pumpy, and he's shooting bullets into Arnold.
Still, let's just move on.
He's shooting Arnold with his machine gun. Shit, God.
Don't bring shit in this either.
Fucking Jamaicans.
But I guess, and that suspense, I think, is a crux of Terminator, and I think it set the tone for how to build suspense. I mean, the man was Jaws and land. You know what I mean?
Even that scene, the first scene when you actually got the big reveal of what he is, because you didn't know he was a machine until it reached like halfway in the movie. The suspense. You can, him come in the scene, that club was like Tech Noir, that club that him come in and he was searching for. And she dropped some shit and like scanning it. But sometimes James Cameron even said like with Arnold I wanted to do it like a machine, like a camera. Can you ever notice when I'm looking, him always got this, like a camera. How a camera
eye acting. Yeah.
No, like a
robot,
machine, like how a camera would like that.
Yeah.
Normally you could and your eyes and just glance out, but no, like him I have to get the action with the and then he's like like this before my method acting seminar. And then, they had to like just play that role. It's like, Arnold, don't talk, just shoot. And because his whole fucking lines were just like, nice night for a walk. Fuck you, asshole.
Those are the extent of his
your clothes.
lines.
Your clothes. Give them to me.
Google how many lines Arnold has.
Yeah, I'm serious. He probably has like the least lines, like,
That would be great.
No, actually, no, you can't do him so much. The man never have no cue card.
Line.
It's a.
And it's on the paper.
17 fucking lines. 17
Amazing.
lines. Right?
No, it's like I was telling Jamar that Jaws, I think the shark is only in it for maybe 20 minutes the most, or 10 or something like that. We looked it up. So like Jaws, the movie about the shark, barely have the shark.
Yeah.
But
the titular character.
I will end up by saying this is a good segue, I think, to my first one. That
a groundbreaking movie.
That he has 17 lines in that movie, and switching over to my first one, where the strength of that movie has a lot to do with dialogue. Some of the most memorable dialogue, which is say hello to my little friend.
Of course.
I do better. You're the actor. You're the big James Bond actor. Go on.
Oh my God.
Go through the Daniel Craig. Go on through that.
Flaniel Craig. So in
Scarface.
When you have like you have Al Pacino, because Al Pacino really plays himself in every movie. He's just like
yes, Matthew. Yes, Matthew. We all agreed on that.
Yeah,
I literally said it earlier.
Good actor, but he plays himself. I'll tell you do what you fucking told, and then yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
You ever watch Devil's Advocate? Scent of a Woman.
But it's the only one.
Yeah, but it's not every movie.
Scent of a Woman. He still played himself somewhat.
He played himself under
I'd make
medication.
every single one of you in here. I'd take a flamethrower in this fucking place. None of you in here has the character of this young man.
Matthew.
And He just plays a blind Al Pacino. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So I think he was a bit more dynamic in A Scent of Woman.
Yes, but he still plays a blind Al Pacino. Like, you know.
But I think so. I mean, it's hard to argue against that Al Pacino has his his one-track roles. But
like Clint Eastwood.
But let me tell you something about Scarface. Let me tell you something about Scarface. What I liked about Scarface and why I think it's up there as just overall classic.
Scarface is
as like a top. It's in an argument for top 20,
classic,
top 10.
Actually,
it's a cult classic, and I have it up there as one of the greatest movies ever made. Is that
big up Brian De Palma?
Yeah. He went a little downhill, but
yeah, after the Black Dahlia.
But the thing about Scarface is that script is structured in a way where each turn in theme in the film itself has its own impact. So like when he's just landing, has its own impact. When he's working in the little kitchen, it has its impact. It's almost as if every scene could be its own impactful short film.
Yeah.
You know, and it's I don't have a lot of movies that do me that, and I think Godfather is another one that does me that. Yeah, and it's
Manolo, shoot a piece of shit.
It's like each movement of it has like a structured story, because it's really it's like rungs on a ladder. You understand? And the last rung slips from him, and the whole ladder falls over. And
cocaine, man.
And I think I give a lot of that to the fact that his dialogue hits home. You know, so you're throwing them all out with each section I'm talking about. Chichi get the yayo. You understand? And he does the mouth acting. He does. I mean, he's himself, yes, but what he does in Scarface, even when he's about to get that friggin' chainsaw put to him, and he's just getting like, you kill me, more dead long time. You don't know what me got you in Cuba. It tell its own story, and it's just one of my faves.
Yeah.
Ramon is like, next movie.
No, I love Scarface. That's one of the movies that I sit down and watch.
I like it.
I will watch like Scarface like 10. I don't care what time, how many times I watch it. I will sit down and watch Scarface.
I will not watch it because I'm like, I want to wait a little. I watched it last month. Let me wait a few months. It's so rewatchable for me.
Yeah, it is. It is a rewatchable movie. Very rewatchable.
All right, we're going to jump into another. You're on an Arnold run, it seems, with this list.
Yeah,
let's just get you Arnold, and your second one is Commando.
Yeah, because
let's get to the chopper, right?
No, man, that's Predator. That's Predator.
Oh,
the only Predator that was actually good.
Oh,
the first
cut this
one.
in post. Fail.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Commando. I mean, and he came right after like he was running after the successor Terminator. So like he just like, all right, that man, him daughter get kidnapped. That's basically it. Him daughter get kidnapped. Them hold her for ransom. And them threaten to kill her unless him do something for them. That's the whole premise of the movie.
Yeah, but you say come off the premise of it came after Terminator.
I was saying like it him said it was released after the success. But
which one came first? First Blood or Commando?
I mean in terms of like
Rambo or John Matrix? John Rambo or John Matrix?
The year it was released?
Yeah.
They were released the same year.
Exactly. It's like they were like, Sylvester
First Blood Part
Stallone
2 was released in 85.
Right. So it's like almost as if Schwarzenegger and Stallone.
Because they were in a competition in the 80s.
Yes, but it's almost like
Arnold won. But like,
First Blood came out first. The first one.
the first one came out in 82. Yeah, that came out first.
Which is, as I said, like, the whole.
Different movie.
But it wasn't meant to be like a action movie. It was a story about a Vietnam vet that came and
With
like
PTSD.
and PTSD. Exactly. That was the premise of First Blood. Arnold, it wasn't an intentional action movie.
I thought that they were intentionally going action flick for action flick.
But when
I definitely think there were.
I think when he saw Arnold coming up, and Arnold said, "Okay, he's my competition. I got to fucking take him out." And then he just decided, "I'm going to make the bigger movies, fantastic, spectacular, fabulous." And then more explosions. He wants more. He wants more explosions. He wants bigger action, and he got it. He got it because it's Arnold, and plus the fact that like he's bigger than Sylvester Stallone, like physically. So I mean, he's more threatening, to look at him. Like he just looks like a big fucking Nazi.
So for
like, which he was sort of. Yeah, Austria, you know. So.
So for Commando, what I liked about Commando, which is weird, is just that, as you said, they went flick for flick kind of thing, and they just put these people in scenarios.
Yeah, you know what I like?
Dub for dub, like the elections, eh?
I like the, funny enough, it might seem like a very minute detail, but I like the fucking music in Commando. It was just, I don't know, I just found it hilarious. Ding, 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 ding.
It's very of its time.
You know
I will give you that.
It's just like,
I love the corny one. Like,
yes, oh my god, man.
remember when I promised to kill you?
Yes.
Oh, that's right,
I lied. And you can see the string holding him foot up, like in the stuff, you know what I mean? Like, sorry, I didn't mean my foot to go in the thing. But like, yeah, you know.
You did mean for your foot to go in the camera.
Yeah, we did barefooted here.
Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sorry, you need to get back to your seat. I'm ear sick. You know? Arnold.
Would you say Commando and Rambo were like definitive films of the 80s as well, right?
Yes, definitely.
I would definitely say that. While Scarface,
Nobody wanted to
Scarface might be a little bit more not art, but a little bit more
Grounded
depth.
in reality.
Yeah, or trying to be grounded in reality.
No, it was. There was a big boom from Cuba with the, the trades.
With the nose scratching.
Yeah, man. You know, at that time in Florida, yeah.
So
yeah, man, 80s. Decade of excess, you know.
I'm going to use this to go to my second one, which is a really intense movie, which is Alien.
Of course.
Not Aliens.
Aliens.
Wait, which one came? When did Alien come out?
Excuse me.
Huh?
Alien
came out in the 70s.
Singular. That was the one in 79.
When did Alien come out?
86.
Alien came out in
Alien
86?
is 7. Yeah.
Yes, when did Alien come out?
79.
79, cool.
Aliens
is what I'm talking about.
That's James Cameron again.
Yeah. I mean, that nigga got movies, man. Yeah. So, he's a Michael Bay with good movies.
Tim really have flops.
So, the thing about it now, with Aliens and Alien, is that Alien is very thematic.
Yes.
You know, it's just like, this is how we use in props. This is how we use in practical effects.
And
we're going to thrill you. We're going to make you feel intense. We're going to give you suspense.
Big up to Stan Winston.
Right? And then Aliens come on and they're like, yo, we're going to have a bad man movie. And the man was just like, we're not going to have nobody run from the one alien. The whole ship full of alien.
Yeah.
And I just remember, like, I think I caught on to Aliens late because I watched Aliens, like, oh, it's suspense, whatever. And then eventually I rewatched Aliens and I was like, yo, you know, say one good man movie this.
Yeah, man, you know.
This no one, oh my God, it's burning through the ship. What? Oh my God. This was like, yo, yeah.
I can't tell you, there are a lot of Marines in there, you know, space Marines, but I can only, one only stood out to me. Hicks.
Yeah.
Hicks. Michael Bean. Again,
so
you know,
what I love about Aliens, is, you know, the idea of these powerful characters coming out and Ripley just being a powerful, not just character, but that's the thing is,
a heroine.
She's a heroine, yes, but I think nothing of what she's doing had anything to do with just being a woman.
Yeah.
You know, it was just about, yo, I'm just a bad mother effer that happens to have a vajayjay. Like,
you know what I mean?
She did just bad.
You know? Newt!
Yeah.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Yeah. And I love that scene. I love that scene. I didn't realize the impact of that scene until I rewatched it.
Of course, it's and
it's one of those
lines. The lines, man. Those lines are immortalized in film history.
100%.
All of these movies that we talk, Scarface, First Blood, all these have, like, even if it's one line, it's still immortalized in history.
Have you seen the recent attempt of the new Aliens, the Prometheus foolishness them?
Yeah.
They might try too hard. Here's the thing that they did, and I don't know. Check out which.
It's a prequel.
It's supposed to be a prequel.
It's a prequel. And it's still Ridley Scott. It's Ridley Scott. So.
Is just the one that you like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's a different movie.
I know.
They shouldn't even be. They have the same character, the same aliens, but it shouldn't even be the same canon.
But and then the thing, and that's what annoys me about it, is because here's the thing. As much as you said that, Matthew, I see little things where they try to hold on to that whole the one-liner vibe, the silly vibe.
But we're not.
But it didn't make the money. That's the problem.
I like Prometheus Justice.
I am annoyed with Prometheus because I think I could like Prometheus, but I can see just a little, ooh, what is this? Alien slapping face. Like, just come on.
Prometheus was poorly executed.
And that is my thing. It had a nice premise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the whole, oh, this big thing might fall on me. Let me just run in the line of the big thing. I just like, And I understand the idea is, well, this is a prequel. That don't mean the people have a fool too. It don't mean the people have a fool. It don't mean that you come up, you get millions of dollars, find somebody in some creative writing class, or 10 of them, and just come up with something better.
Danny McBride in Prometheus?
Yes.
Yeah.
See,
And he was so Danny McBride.
This is my thing with movies when they're doing remakes, prequels, or whatever, when they bring in a whole fresh cast, mixing it with sort of the old cast, and certain people just don't match certain movies. There's certain people that's not supposed to be in. No, you see even that now. Like, you see that's like sort of shitting on the two franchise. I'm like, why?
It is, but you know,
That might have made more money than Prometheus. Check it.
Yeah. Maybe it might have.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, it would.
It's supposed to make more money.
But they had a sequel follow up to that, like Alien versus Predator Requiem. That a follow up to that, which like they said that one was better than the Alien versus Predator when the Antarctica or wherever they are.
Yeah.
They said that one was better, and then basically every Predator movie after 87 was shit. Really, you have to, because Danny Glover, I just could not picture. I couldn't. Yeah. But anyway, so. Let's stick with Arnold, that's the only good one,
Well, Simon, you mentioned...
Can you come closer to this?
Yeah, you mentioned Prometheus, but what about Alien Covenant? That was the last one.
That was
you
the
feel
last
the same
one.
Way?
Yes, that was the last one.
I think I feel the same way, just because it comes down to the same attempt at ambition, and that attempt just never come true. I don't. Did you like that one?
I really like that one, especially. Well, alright. I never watched Prometheus. Like straight up.
Oh, that's weird.
So I had zero interest in watching it, to be honest. But when I watched Alien Covenant and I watched it with a group of friends in the movies, and they personally felt that it flopped. But I think it's because they like them expecting like an action movie when
interesting.
In reality, at least this is what I feel. Aliens, and the xenomorphs. Right. That's all a horror genre.
Oh, 100%. So let me to touch on that. Alien Covenant did a better job at being a horror film.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard for me if you know what then, if it's that you just want to be a horror film, don't piggyback on the Alien franchise then.
Right.
Yeah. Make a good horror film that happened to be about aliens in general.
I think Prometheus was more of a sci-fi. Yeah, I think that for Prometheus they were going for more of a sci-fi kind of vibe. I think that's what they wanted,
No, I'm not sure what they got. I don't deny that, and that's why the word I keep using is ambition. You see me? They're trying to be a little ambitious in what they're doing, and it falls short. And if you're going to be using a franchise, I have the right to connect you to the franchise and compare you to what you've done before. Absolutely. You see me?
You mean like Ghostbusters?
Oh God. We're not doing it.
It's not an anime.
We're not doing Ghostbusters.
Well, which Ghostbusters?
No, he's shitting on the recent one that came out. We're not. What's his next movie?
I just
Batman.
As far as me concerned, there's one Ghostbuster movie and then there's a cartoon.
Well, there was one and a half. There was two.
And then the cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know how Ghostbusters Afterlife is with the little kids. I don't know how that one going to be, but
he's going to go to 82 Batman.
89.
89. Sorry.
89 Batman.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I know it wasn't 82. I don't know why I jumped and agreed with that.
Yeah.
So your final film is not the Batman that's coming out soon with Twilight Guy, but Batman.
Yes. Michael Keaton. Old school. Well, first off, I just say when I first saw that movie, I mean, it's a joy, when you see it, the trailer on TV, and you're like, Ross. And then when you go foreign for summer holiday and you see it in the big screen, and you say, Ross.
And then when him goes and him flap out the wings.
And like you see it flap.
Yeah, the cape. Yeah.
He spreads his cape.
Oh, I am so sorry, sir.
He spreads his cape. Flap. Flap. It's not Birdman. It's a Batman. Well, he did play Birdman though. But yeah.
And that was a damn good movie.
I mean, when I first saw it, I was blown on the fuck away because I was like, you look. Because like, you know, when it,
don't mess.
When you sit down, you sit down in a movie and you're like, huh! You know, and then you just get that whole theater feeling. Of course, this was before IMAX and all of this thing, but still had this Dolby surround sound, whatever. And you're sitting there and you're like, because my uncle, him take me to go see Batman because, of course, I didn't even have to ask. He was like, yo, where's the Batman now? I was like, all right, shots, shirt, ready, toy. No, you don't need that. Thing is, so you just go in, you sit down, get the Batman popcorn thing. I was like, wait, them know this in Jamaica. Shit tastes different. The food, everything is different. It's the smell. It's like, us white people, hi, white people. And then you sit down, and then as the opening part now, and you say, Gotham City, and you're like, oh, Ross. And you realize immediately, this is not the Adam West shit that you watched on TV.
This was not meant for children.
This was not the Adam West. This is... Yeah, this is not the blue cape, grey tights, the yellow thing. When I saw that full black, I was like, Ross. I was like, yo, shit, what is this? It's so new. I don't know what to think, but it's awesome, and I love it. And when you look at Michael Keaton, first I was like, him? Because I saw him in Beetlejuice, so I couldn't picture him as
Batman.
Mm-hmm. But I was convinced, because he was a good Batman for that time. He didn't really fit the part of Bruce Wayne physically, because he's like freaking 5'9", and he doesn't really look Bruce Wayne-ish, and his eyebrows went up through his forehead. So, but when he put on the suit, nothing mattered. Nothing else mattered. It was just Batman, right? And Jack Nicholson, of course, perfect casting. Nobody else could have played it well, you get a load of me. Then you just had that you think of Joker, Jack Nicholson is the first thing that comes to mind,
So what I love about the first Batman, I think of all Batman films, I think it's the best middle ground of dark and camp.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I would say. Like, for example, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises are all dark, are all serious. The
tone is serious.
Trying to be grounded in reality.
Yeah.
Batman and Batman Returns, but more...
Returns was sort of like...
But more Batman,
the first one.
Have that middle. So, like, the Joker is campy. It's fact.
But he's friggin' entertaining.
And that's part of the campiness.
And he's hilarious.
Heath is not campy and entertaining. That's what I'm splitting.
That's a different type of joke. Like, Jack Nicholson got like the campy part,
I agree with you.
Part, and the psychopathic part.
What I'm splitting...
got the murder gangster part.
Yeah. So what I'm splitting is the entertaining factor mixed with the campy that works.
Yeah.
So for example, Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad.
I don't even think we should mention that.
Here why we can mention Jared Leto's Joker.
What the fuck is that?
No, well, but hold on. Outside of maybe Adam West, Jared Leto's Joker resonates with me in terms of comics that I like. It's just that it was in a shitty script. You understand? It's in a shitty script.
I think he overshot.
No, but for example, I love the Arkham Knight series, and the Arkham Knight Joker is all what Jared Leto is doing. It is overshooting.
But
the video game version of Joker is
like that. He's like he didn't do it.
Let me tell you, when he got the chance,
he didn't do it.
Hold on now. When he got the chance to, he did, like, even that putting the tattoo and and the it's just that it didn't fit in with that movie. First of all,
damaged.
That all of that comes in the
damaged.
That version of Joker exists in the comic book world. It's just that movie that they made isn't that version of him. You get what I'm saying?
Fuck you, David Ayers.
What I would argue is that maybe that Joker doesn't fit the screen world and should best left in the comic book. You see me, like I like we were talking about like that first Batman. One of the things that I remember about that first Batman was like, right, the comparison between Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson. Yeah, I will always be the Jack Nicholson fan favorite because to me personally, he did bring a lot of what Heath Ledger brought to that character.
Yeah.
And a little bit, you know, that he's still alive. Like, he survived it. You know, he went through it. Mm-hmm. He did it. And, I mean, the iconic lines, you ever dance with the devil on a pale blue dress? Like, you know, like those kind of things that, you know, that was, to me, the Joker. Yeah. You know what I mean? That Suicide Squad Joker, that Jared Leto Joker. As you said, like, maybe...
The jokes didn't even land.
It doesn't land. It doesn't...
Jack Nicholson has the thing, like, you know, Heath Ledger gave jokes too. And they land perfectly.
So, first of all, I don't want you to think that I'm putting this Jared Leto Joker anywhere high. I'm just more talking about his placement and why I'm annoyed with that. And Suicide Squad annoyed me because of what they mixed and didn't do properly.
Suicide Squad committed suicide.
Basically. And so, as I said, Jared Leto probably should stay on the animated screen.
Yeah.
And the thing about it was, Jared Leto himself said that there are a lot of things that they cut out of the movie that made him out of place. And even in the script, even outside of his rendition of it, Heath Ledger's Joker would not have made sense in that movie. You understand what I'm saying? No iteration of the Joker would have made sense in that movie. And what they did, and what Jared Leto said that shows is that they obviously put him in there to sell merch, which, funny enough, he did. Jared Leto's Joker was the number one. I'm not going to quote, but he was one of the top Halloween. Him and Harley Quinn were one of the top Halloween costumes that year. Yeah. There are many people who, like, at the age group of, at the time, 14 to 10, that love Suicide Squad. There's a whole, I just went as high as I could first. But there's a whole generation of people that's going to have a film podcast and talk about how they loved Suicide Squad. Yeah. You see me? And no, I'm telling you, and I'm saying that these are the things that make studios
to me personally, that was bad.
I like, for example, in hindsight, and as a filmophile. In hindsight, but and as a filmophile, I may not look at Batman Forever as a great film in itself.
Oh no.
But I will never deny that I friggin' loved Batman Forever. I loved Jim Carrey. I did his thing.
Yes, you never get this.
I did definitely love Jim Carrey's Riddler. I won't ever throw it out there as a movie as good as the original Batman, but nothing will make me deny that I loved Batman Forever. I loved it.
I love this song.
All of the things that Suicide Squad may have done wrong, all the things that...
Kiss from a Rose, that was the only part of Batman Forever that was like...
Robin.
No, that was Batman Forever.
Shit.
Robin was in that.
Yeah.
Bone Thugs had a song for Batman and Robin?
No, that was Batman and Robin. Yes, that was Batman.
Bone Thugs had a song for Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Look into my eyes.
Look into my eyes. Not Bounty Killers.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So for me, what Batman Forever might have been for me, I'm sure Suicide Squad for a lot of people, but in comparison now to your favorite, which is actual Batman, that middle ground is the best that they've done. That middle ground of camp and darkness is the best, and that's one of the...
Big up Tim Burton for that.
Yeah. Let's jump to my third one.
Strange fellow, but makes some good movies.
Which is the origin of the toy sales. The origin of the blockbusters, which is Star Wars.
Of course, yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. I checked it. I made it. Yeah, 1980.
Yeah.
And I could say Jedi, which is funny, because I was close to saying Jedi. Hold on, Shane. Hold on.
Each movie is like 3 years apart.
There's a long time that Jedi was my favorite. There's a long time Jedi was my favorite.
Empire Strikes Back is the best one.
It is the best one in that trilogy. There's no denying.
Empire Strikes Back is the best one.
There's no denying that it's the best.
It's the best one.
You see me? But
Matthew seems to deny that.
No, it's the best one.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight is the best one out of the second one.
For me,
the best one out of the trilogy.
What I liked about
like Star Wars, it's the same thing.
What I liked about Jedi that made it actually a hard decision to talk about faves, because it's not really about your best 3 from the 80s. It's just 3 of your favorites from. That's how we kind of do it on Chat Bout Flim. Just faves are the 3 we want to talk about. You see me? So I'm not holding it as best, but why Empire Strikes Back eventually wins for me?
The Death Star.
It's not just a Death Star, but it's one of my favorite substance blockbusters, and substance in terms of it give you everything. It give you the little things for the toys. It give you great special effects for the time. It give you practical effects. It give you certain depth and movement of character. The fact that they start off is Hoth. The Hoth is where they are.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah, and then it talks about and then that level of the acting. Darth Vader being one of my favorite characters of all time.
Of course,
it's funny. My favorite.
Big up James Earl Jones.
My favorite Darth Vader scene though is in none of the 3. My favorite Darth Vader scene is at the end of Rogue One.
Oh.
Have you seen Rogue One?
Oh, yeah.
No, I never seen Rogue One. But I know which scene you're talking about. I haven't seen the whole movie, but I know which scene you're talking about.
Rogue One, he has one scene in Rogue One.
Where he's a fucking serial killer.
Alright, so you know Rogue One is all about that disc that they sent to Princess Leia at the start. Right, and that last scene is when he almost gets the disc. And all of those the people from the rebellion are running, and he sticks his hand through the door to get it through, and Darth Vader comes in and he's just like, and just chops up everything, just mad serial killer rage, and everything. The whole room just turns red, and man, him just head just a chop off, man, I'm a fly over everywhere, and just like, bumbleclap. That's my favorite Darth Vader scene, but his presence in Empire Strikes Back is one of the. And not just said it. I think it's one of the most dominating villain presence that we've seen in a film at all.
That's the immortal.
It again, and Chigro from No Country for Old Men.
And that score that is recognizable across the world. Like the Imperial Walk. The Imperial Walk score.
I actually think that's
the Star Wars theme. That's the song. Yeah. No.
It's
Darth Vader's theme.
Yeah. That's his theme, but his theme like outshine the whole fucking everything. Every theme them have that one.
Everything about it is memorable.
Yeah. Especially Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
Them pay special attention to that.
Yeah, that's the thing, because Luke's supposed to be. Not seems supposed to be like the central point of the thing, like, you know. But it just end up back at fucking Darth Vader. It's him. That's why I think in movies like he was like probably like he's like the blueprint for, like, you know, the movie saying, okay, the villain is the best person in the movie. Every movie like follow that blueprint after that. That's why Marvel movies, DC movies, like, the villain. Make we work on the villain. Nobody gives a fuck about the protagonist.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's
you know what I mean?
interesting that
nobody cares about the protagonist, really. You know, it's just this antagonist. Them love the antagonist.
Yeah, we love Batman. Badness is the thing.
Batman, assholes.
We rate Batman, won't you?
You know,
I think I was going to make a connection between Luke Skywalker and the Joker, but I forgot, you know.
Oh yeah, Mark.
Because he did the voice for the animated version.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Star Wars is definitely a great way to close it off. And with that said, I just want to big up for this topic. This is obviously something that we need to turn into another chat, you know, talking about other 80s films and things like that.
Of course.
We really respect your journey as an actor, and we're so happy to have you on. So I just want to give you a COVID big up again.
Yeah, of course.
And then we're going to hand it over to Jheanelle to actually close the show.
Okay, so we first have to ask you a question that we ask all of our guests, which is, if you had a superhero power, what would it be?
That's so mean. It's so mean, man.
Think you're the only fast one.
I feel like that friggin' James Coburn from Payback. That's so mean, man. That's so mean. You know that movie, right?
What would it be? Okay. What would it be?
Shit, you know what? I'm not even being a bit boring and good everything. I'm gonna fucking just go with Professor X for the control minds.
Okay.
To make people do whatever the fuck I want them to do. That to be.
What's mine again?
That to be. Right, so
Getting it.
that wouldn't be psychic ability. No, it wouldn't be psychic ability. That would be telekinesis to control people's mind. No, telekinesis is to move things with your mind.
Yeah.
No, telepathy is just communicating.
It's just mind control.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so mind reading. Professor X.
mind control. Mind control. Professor
Yeah,
X.
mind
control.
Mind that I always
Minus
do.
the wheelchair. Can't fuck in a wheelchair. You know what I mean?
Mind that I always say is healing.
Hmm?
Mind that I always say is healing.
How Rastafari of you?
It's healing of the nation. But yeah, heal
So-
myself. But more
but yeah, I mean-
more Wolverine style.
Oh, healing factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you can
alright.
also heal other people like Kylo Ren.
Oh, you can pass it on.
Both.
Okay, right.
Right.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
No, it's so lame. It's so good.
No, it's a good thing.
We're gonna give you our gifts, which is our shirts. We're gonna take.
Yo, he's been talking about this.
Yes.
So
So
we're
we're
just
just
gonna
take a picture. So make sure we can.
Claude, I have the right neck ratio and everything. I don't like stretch out neck t-shirts. Like, it looks
Yeah,
like
not enough for stretch out.
yeah, man. Except for
I don't want to.
yeah. Cheese. Flim.
No, that make your mouth like.
You want to make like another pose, or we good with this? Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
we did it.
James Bond.
All right.
You can
Proper.
sign us off.
All right. So
Scene.
with that said, I just want to big up Ramon. So for everybody out there, please, those who can,
size too.
look out for Traytown. Look out for Traytown. Big up everybody on Traytown. Big up Jafta. Don't
Big up,
forget
big up
to
yourself.
follow, like, subscribe, everything. Look for us on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, and enough others. If you go to our Anchor page, you'll actually see all the platforms that we are on. Please follow us on Instagram. I think we're on Twitter. Ramon,
Yeah,
roll
so-
out all of your follows.
Yeah, so are we already like in the style like, Jamaican artists, like every fucking Jamaican artist. But like, so yeah, moi say follow on Instagram at Ramoses35. That's RAMOSES 35. No space. Nothing, no underscore,
Bad man
nothing.
D with no underscore.
No underscore. Bad man a D with underscore. Yeah. Yeah. So the brown man live it. See it? Big up yourself. Beige warrior to the thing. Big up. Big up a baby man them.
Don't worry, we have James Bond money. We have
Right?
James Bond money. The man just
Yeah.
box the mic and Mike forget box.
You see me? And the mic just come back. So, right?
Fire.
Follow my movie review page. And well, from there you can go on YouTube and see the movie reviews at Movie Man Ramon on Instagram and Facebook too. For those of you who still use Facebook. So like, and then
Don't cancel
Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
follow at Traytown Movie on Instagram. Also, follow Jafta online. Big up all the people at Jafta. Big up all the people, that put together Traytown. Big up Jovi, big up Nadine, big up Garrett, big up Paul, Gabby. Big up on yourself.
Big up Trinidad Film Festival.
Big up Trinidad. The TNT Film Festival. Big up on yourself too. Good looking out.
And big up my future baby mother.
See it.
Alright, and that is the
And
episode.
big up Bout Flim.
Yeah.
For giving us, the platform for talk about all these wonderful topics, and all these baller ass fucking t-shirts.
James Bond says so.
Stop that shit.
Yo, we're just ruining his NDA right now.
Oh my god.
We can cut. That's a cut.